Like it here in Green Bay. We've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 20. 57. We ain't giving them nothing. Check that.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 29-yard line. They'll run to Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On second down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of...
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Kill. Protein spill. Undercrunch. Switch.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, take 26.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Safety's creeping.
6 guys.
On second down, it's Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Check right.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
319.
Get the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
319. 18. Check 56. All you get on the head. All you get on the head.
From the 44, Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Green, 44 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 65.
On third down, here's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 24 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
65.
Garoppolo on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. 180. Let's get that ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Here we go. 180. Keep playing the
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me
looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And some room to maneuver. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, box drop.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Tackle that time by Jarquisky Tart.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Rodgers. And able to find Green. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the eye. Shit.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Check 4. 80 weapon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught by Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Pilot, 64, weak. Inside. Hey, Haywood. 56.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third and 3.
Hey, tighten down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward.
Here we go.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Being chased out left. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. It's Coleman here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot.
And the pressure gets to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. A disappointing drop there on fourth and goal. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a carry for Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive under. Let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Got his target, Samuel. They give him a gain of 38.
We got this.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they try to sweep to Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.